I've been following the progress of this film for quite a while, as I've developed a deep fascination, if not a newfound love, for Viking mythology over the course of the last few years, and I can say with full confidence that my pre-watch hype for the Northman was entirely justified in the end. I feel much better about saying it was a masterpiece beforehand because it's just such an obvious outcome when you have brilliant directors like Robert Eggers helming a $90 million budget horror epic, a significant step up from his previous and popular works The Witch and The Lighthouse. His creative process is on full display this time around with The Northman, a straightforward and visually psychedelic revenge flick that throws the moviegoer into an immersive recreation of Nordic history. This absurdly accurate depiction of draconic folklore is drenched in bloody violence, demonstrated vigorously by True Blood fan-favorite actor Alexander Skarsgård, who carries the film with his hulking strength and intimidating stature wrapped in a committed and perceptively burdened performance as the vengeful Prince Amleth. This guy is super ripped, and he screams a lot. It's awesome, and you feel the weight of his performance at every turn. Unbeknownst to many, the classic tale of Amleth has inspired much of what is embedded in revenge stories of today, including that of Hamlet and the Lion King, so audiences anticipating seeing this movie for the first time will be entering a story that will feel somewhat familiar to them. The story of the Northman revolves mostly around Amleth's journey of revenge after his uncle Fjolnir murders his father, King Arvindil Warraven, in cold blood. When Fjolnir takes the kingdom and Amleth's mother hostage, the prince escapes and vows revenge, though into his adulthood he falters from his original quest for vengeance to live a life of violence as a berserker named the Beowulf. As is stated in the trailers, the fate that the gods have bestowed upon a damaged Amleth cannot be escaped, and he succumbs once more to his lifelong vow when he discovers his uncle is alive and near. Avenge father, save mother, kill Fjolnir. Robert and his crew have crafted a nuanced and at times Shakespearean replica of the brutal reality that it was to live in a time of Slavic slavery, sacrifice, and pillaging. The film does not shy away from the darkest sides of humanity, as no one in the movie is free from suffering, and it's a testament to the efforts put forth by the production team into making the film feel as authentic as possible. The supporting characters bring their own twist to this revenge tale, including that of the talented Anya Taylor-Joy as Olga, who delivers a steady balance to Amleth's deeply rooted rage and, surprisingly, hope to his appearingly hopeless character. Fjolnir, played by Claes Bang, stands strong against Amleth as the film's definitive villain. His performance and story arc is actually pretty surprising, alongside Queen Gudrun, who is played by Nicole Kidman. There's a reason she was cast in this role, and in the third act she shows just how amazing of an actress she is during a standout monologue that brings the movie full circle. Although Willem Dafoe and Ethan Hawke's roles are short-lived, they also get great moments and help to solidify the mentality of the men of the Viking Age. This is reinforced and even propelled to new heights by Jaron Blaschke's wondrous cinematography, as he makes full use of long takes and slow moving pans. Raw yet beautiful shots of landscapes, structures, and everyday life designed with purpose and complemented by brilliant attention to detail that brings this ancient world to life. I mean, seriously, beautiful shots. Some of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen in a movie. These are worth the admission alone, if nothing else. This is filmmaking at its finest, and it's only made better by Robin Carolyn and Sebastian Gainsborough's hauntingly exciting score that fuels each scene with choir-like shouts and echoing drums. Truly fantastic music, and I imagine that hardcore fans will be downloading the official score, including myself. It really is that good. The only thing I could see people disliking about this movie is the lack of complexity to the plot itself, or the slower moments during the first half, but there's so much more to love about the film that it's hard to confirm if there were ever moments I was pulled away from the immersion of the story. The straightforward approach to Amleth's tale is so well executed that a story may not even be needed, though a story is what we get. As stated earlier, this is what I would consider to be an actual horror epic, as the violence in The Northman is brutal, in your face, and even considered torture at some points. This is scary stuff. The finale itself is something else to behold entirely, and feels just as artistic in its nature as it is in its execution. Make no mistake, you will walk away feeling something, and the takeaway lessons are controversial. You will be unsure by the end who is right and who is wrong, what is justified and what isn't, and it's beautifully done. I can't even believe that a movie this beautiful was pulled off during the pandemic. Top tier cinema, and it really has to be seen in theaters, guys. I can't stress that enough. If you were looking for a reason to go to the movies, this is it. The PR behind this film and the dedication from the fan base to spread the word about it, at least in my opinion, proves that audiences around the world are hungry for something new. The Northman is a diamond in a rough full of garbage, as Hollywood has completely disconnected as of late from what people want in movies, and I am absolutely on board for films like these to continue to exist and be made. I'm much more inclined as a viewer and a critic to go out and watch and discuss films that take risks, and I'd much prefer a film from Robert Eggers to anything mainstream these days. Obviously, I recommend this film, and I encourage you all to see it this weekend if you haven't already, and try to see it in a full theater, as this is an experience best had with others who are just as passionate about films as you are. Thanks for listening, everyone. Remember to click that like button if you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this film, and if you'd like to see me make more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel. I have a few more projects on the way, and it's felt great getting back into doing what I love creatively again, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this evolves over time. See you at the movies.